Hey everyone, good morning. I'm Pransha Agrawal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we are going to see the second question of today's Leetcode weekly contest 478, which is maximum substrings with distinct start. Okay, so let's see what is this question and how we can solve it. So in this question, you are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters. Okay, and you need to return an integer denoting the maximum number of substrings you can split S into such that each substring start with a distinct character and no two substrings start with the same character. Okay, so what you have been given with a string S which consists only of lowercase English letters, and what you need to return an integer denoting the maximum number of substrings which starts with distinct character. Okay, so let's see the test cases. So in this you have been given with the string a b. So how many can be possible substrings which starts with distinct character? Okay, one can be this. Let's say first get how many possible substrings are there. So let's say one substring will be a, one will be ab, one will be aba, one will be ab, right? One will be b, one will be bab, and another will be a, another will be again ab, right? And another will be b. Okay, so these can be the possible substrings from this string. Okay, but what you are asked to return the maximum number of substrings that starts with distinct character. Okay, all these substrings start with a, right? All these substrings start with b. This also starts with a, this starts with b. So the number of substrings which start with distinct character, so the substrings are only starting with two characters, a and b, right? So how many can be maximum number of substrings starting with distinct character? Only two, right? So there can be a lot of possible substrings, but you need to return the maximum number of substrings that starts with a distinct character. Okay, so let's see another test case as well, a b c d. Similarly for this you can get all the substrings a b c, a b c d, and then b, and then b c, and starting from b, and then starting from c, and then starting from d. So but what will be the maximum number of substrings starting with different letters? It will be the substrings starting with a, that can be considered as 1, and then substrings starting with b, and then substrings starting with c, and then substrings starting with d. So there can be 4 substrings starting with different characters, right? So what you can see from here is that, like, we are trying to get all the substrings, and then we need to get the number of substrings starting with different characters. Okay, so do you really think that we need to get all these substrings at the time when we just want to get the substrings starting with distinct characters? So see, what we need to get the substrings starting with distinct character, right? So how many can be the possible substrings? And don't you think the number of distinct characters present in this string will be the number of possible substrings, right? Because let's say there are only two distinct characters present in this string, right? A and B. So only the substrings starting with A and B will be the possible substrings with distinct characters, right? Similarly for this case, there are four different characters, four distinct characters. So only the substrings starting with A, B, C and D. There can be other substrings with these starting with A, but we need distinct characters. So there will be only 4. Similarly for this, there is only one distinct character. So there will be only one substring starting with distinct character. So what you just need to do, you need to get the number of distinct characters from this string, and the number of distinct characters from this string will be your answer, because that will be the only maximum number of substring starting with distinct character. Because if this string contains only A and B as distinct characters, right? So obviously there will exist some substring with starting with A and B. There can't exist any other substring starting with C or some other character XYZ, right? And it is also not possible, like there is not substring starting with B or A. So they will be there. So these will be the only starting points of your substring. So what you need to do, you need to basically return the number of distinct characters in your string. So how you can find that? You can simply start iterating in this string, and you can probably create one map and keep checking whether that character has already arrived or not. It means now that is not a unique character. And let's say, like, for this A B C D, or let's say, let's take this example itself, A B A B. Okay, so let's say A B A B. So what you can do, you can simply start iterating in this string s, and you can keep a track of your map and check whether this is already present in your map. No. Okay, let's just insert it in your map, and you can create a count. So, and you can increment your count. Now let's go to another. Is this B present in your map? No. Let's push it. Let's increment your result. Now let's again. Is A present in your map? Yeah. Okay, so this is not a distinct character. Is B present in your map? Yeah, so this is not a distinct character. So your answer will be 2. Right? Okay, so let's see its code. So you can simply initialize your map, initialize your result, start iterating in your string and check if that character is already present in map or not. If not, then simply insert that character and increment your result. And what will be the time complexity of this approach? It will be big of n, as we are just doing this single iteration for checking the complete string. And your space complexity can be up to big of 26, because this map can store at most 26 characters, or you can say big of 1, right? So yeah, that's it for this question. I hope you get it. This was a pretty simple question as compared to the first question of today's Leetcode weekly contest. I hope you get it, and if you still have any doubts, you can post in the comment section. I will surely try to answer them. Till then, bye guys, see you in the next video.